Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sip&Awe, where God puts the awe in awesome. I'm your host, Brandon Lee Windsor, and we decided to do a part 3 with my friend, your friend, Sean Tynan. This episode is going to be super fun, maybe emotional, I don't know, because me and Sean are going to be going down memory lane. But first, it is time for the Sippy. Are you guys ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Lord, for this day that He's made for you and me. Uno, dos, tres. Booyah. So, if I did my math correctly, I think I've known Sean for 5 years. Because I met him in September 2018? Of 2019.
No, it's 4 years. Well, we're almost coming up on 5 years, but yeah.
So we'll just say 5 years, just to have fun. But so many memories have been created between me and Sean. And what's kind of cool, and you can totally correct me, we were pretty close throughout our time in Go, but I think we got closer when you left.
Yes, I would agree with that because we lived with each other, but like whenever you get in the hustle bustle of just like constantly living together, not that it gets bad,
it just gets common.
Sean's
just this guy.
And then whenever I left Go and I was traveling the United States for my job, actually, me coming back to like used to call it the ranch. When we go back to the ranch, like I would go see all the guys. And so, like, if I ever showed up, it would be like random. I'd be like, "Hey, I'm pulling up," and they're like, "Wait, what the heck?" And I'd just show in, walk in, like, "What up?" and just be playing like Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, it was the best. Just walking in.
They're like, "Is that Sean?" I'm like, "What's up, Brandon?" And he's like asleep.
I'm just asleep, and then we just hang out. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I got work in the morning, but hey. Praise God. So this episode, we're just going to go down memory lane.
Pretty much.
Because Sean has this amazing thing that he loves to do. It's called Polaroids. Okay? And so he has all these memories.
We're just now starting. It's volume 3.
Wow.
This is literally like, there's like only 8 pictures in here.
Yeah.
But these 2 are filled to the brim of when, like our second, towards the second, like when we started becoming friends, like this chronologues it all.
Yeah, so we're going to kind of just flip through. We're going to tell stories of each picture. If you guys are watching or even listening, you won't be able to see the pictures. Sorry, not sorry.
We'll just describe what the picture is.
We'll describe what's going on, and we will tell stories. All right, Sean, are you ready?
Ready. I think, really, honestly, do you want to go in order or does it matter?
You can go in order, I guess.
All right, so one of the first Polaroids, because I really loved Polaroids.
First page.
Yeah, literally, is October 10th of 2020. Wow. It's just me and him. It was early in the morning. We're eating breakfast and drinking coffee. And I always name each Polaroid. Every Polaroid is dated, and it's got like a nickname for it.
You have to do that. I mean, it adds.
It adds. And this one's called It's a Breakfast Mood. It's just me and him.
Eating breakfast.
There's like the sun's shadowing cast over both
silhouettes.
of us. You just see our silhouettes just eating, looks like oatmeal. Mm-hmm. And then the next one right beside it is us literally doing this. I've got my long hair. I used to have long hair down to here. I just see my long hair. We're
smiling like this, and it's called Dink It, Sink It.
Dink it, sink it.
No.
That's where.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, and there's that one, and that's very much like where it all started. And then
there's one at Frank's house.
We were at Frank's house with. Oh, I remember. Wasn't that intern? Why were we there at his? We were at Frank's house.
That was my
October 11th.
I don't know. We were just at Frank's house.
I guess we were just chilling. Oh, hello, Hurricane.
Yeah, I remember this. So I'm wearing a purple flannel that I have. I just bought it. I just bought it at Walmart, and I got home. This is when I just met my now wife. She just dropped me off. Sean's outside. He's sitting in his truck. He's like, I want to take a picture and call it Hello Hurricane. And so we did.
Yeah, and that was like, what's funny is like every single like throughout here, I've got like names of like Polaroids of like what song was going through my head. And during that time of my life, and
Hello Hurricane.
We just listened to Hurricane.
Hello Hurricane. Yeah. A ton of stuff. Joey, Meow Meow Cats. Dude, okay, so this is a Zach Johnson's surprise party, which I actually ruined. What happened was I broke my toe. Okay, that'll be its own separate episode. And so I get back from surgery. I'm all drugged up, and it's the day of Zach Johnson's surprise birthday party, which his fiance and a friend put together. And so I went to Zach. I was like, "Hey, are you going to your birthday party?" He's like, "What birthday party?" I'm like, "Dude, the one that everyone set up. Like, they invited me. They didn't invite you to your party? Oh, well." And then I left. I was like, I don't think I was supposed to tell him.
And then he walks in like, "Oh, hey guys."
I ruined it. I freaking ruined the surprise. I'm sorry. Dang it.
Oh, goodness. And another thing I do with my Polaroids is when it's a year that ends in like an even number, so like 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, I always write all the information on the front. But I made a mistake actually for the first like 4 pictures. I didn't write anything on them. Dang. And I was like, man, this is such a good picture. Dang. I don't want to ruin it. And it's one of our New Year's Eve party that we threw at Go, and literally it's him.
It's me, not skydiving, stage diving
into a group of our friends.
Yeah.
And I caught him like mid, like coming down.
See, what's funny is, I'll be so honest, and I'm not really like ashamed to say this, that party was so lame. We were all bored.
We were just playing video games.
We were just playing board games. It was like this, I don't want to say it was forced, but it was like this, okay guys, let's just hang out to New Year's. It was so boring. And then when the ball dropped at midnight, we started blasting music. We all started dancing, and it just turned into this really fun party. And then you got Yano playing his guitar there. Oh, yeah. You got me stage diving. And, bro, it was just...
If he ever comes on the podcast.
The best. Oh, he's coming. He's coming on the podcast. I just don't know when he's going to come out down here because he's 3 hours away.
Yeah, but, just a drop in the pond.
But, yeah, there's a lot of landscape there.
There's, like, us in front of, like, a giant dog that lights up downtown.
Down in Shreveport.
Gosh, what else? There's Jeff.
This was at Yano's house. We're playing guitar. Pastor Stevens.
Black and White Brand. Oh, what song were you playing here?
I don't know. I think I was just being dumb. That's a good picture.
Oh, wait a second. I remembered. Hold on. Is it back here? No, it's back
here
in this folder. Because these big Polaroids, that wasn't the first picture I ever took of my Polaroids. The very first picture I ever took was with a Fujifilm, was of Brandon. It was taken, oh yeah, here it is. It was May 13th of 2020. Because I had like little Fuji films, they were like only this big.
But his camera was broken, so it would only, half of it would, what's it called?
It would only expose like this much.
Yeah.
So if you can see, for some reason, it was only just illuminating that part and everything else was just white.
Which is kind of fun. It just kind of added to the whole, I don't know. I think it's kind of unique. It's very irritating to some pictures because you can't see people, but...
So, you have to, if you're going to take a picture of a group of people, they have to be, in a certain frame. And the very first picture I have actually is of Brandon. He's playing the
Good Morning song.
He's playing the Good Morning song, but whenever he's playing it, whenever he's strumming the guitars...
I show my middle finger.
He looks like flipping off the camera.
Why, when I strum, my finger does this. And so it's just... there, it's just in your face, and it seems like I'm doing it on purpose.
Oh,
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
Take that, losers! Well, good morning. I need to sing the Good Morning song someday. I haven't sang that song in years.
That was funny thing. The Good Morning song was a song that he sung every morning on his guitar
at 6 a.m. and everyone's asleep.
Everyone's like,
"Good morning, get out of bed, you lazy head. Good morning." And then people are like, "Shut up, turn it off."
So bad.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, we discovered this. Brandon, you want to tell the story?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have created the best thing that's ever been created, and it is called the Cane's Pizza. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's what happened. So me and Sean, great minds think alike. We had this idea, what if we made a Cane's Pizza? So we go, if you follow me on Instagram, the story's still on there. We go to Cane's, we get 9 toasts, 9 chicken fingers, 3 things of fries, and a ton of sauce. We go back to the kitchen, and we smash all the toast together for the dough, okay? We put Cane's sauce on the toast for the
as
sauce,
the dough.
Obviously. And then you shred up chicken and fries, you put on top, and then you put a drizzle of sauce on top, and you put it in the oven, not very long, because we discovered that the sauce turns into like this dark brown. It's kind of gross. Guys, let me just tell you, this pizza was the best.
It's really good. Like, cause like if you, whenever you put it in the oven, it's already like fried chicken and fries and everything like that.
It's cooked.
But it the oven makes it bake a little bit, so it's got like this nice crispy layer on top.
My goodness.
And then you drizzle a little bit of sauce. Oh my
hallelujah.
gosh. And then we watched Napoleon Dynamite,
Which is by far one of the greatest movies ever created.
So
that is
fun.
just my opinion. I think Napoleon Dynamite is the best. So
I think if we really tried, Brandon, I feel like we could quote that entire movie. I feel like we really tried.
we have an issue.
Let's do it now. No, I'm just kidding.
We're gonna make one episode and we're gonna revise the entire movie without watching it. Man, we got your sister's wedding.
My sister's wedding.
We got Dustin and his fat boy sauce.
Oh, fat.
And by fat boy sauce, let me just
It's-
explain what that means. He used to make burgers, and he would make a secret sauce called fat boy sauce. So just so you guys are aware that we're not. Okay. Anyways, there's Jeff Post, Steven, and attacking me.
They're attacking him. Brandon, if you guys can't see this, but Brandon is shirtless in this. Steven.
Off with his head.
Yes, that's
and
the
they were
name.
Screaming.
Jeff was yelling, off with his head. And they're like whipping him. He's got a ruler, but it's like one of like those metal ones that kind of bends. And then Steven's got his belt and he's just whipping Brandon.
One of my favorite memories of Go is
Oh my God.
the late nights with Stephen Bailey because he would abuse us in a fun way. We would just turn into this. I remember with the one time I put the metal trash can over my head. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And then Steven was like banging it. It was so loud.
He had this roll of Christmas paper, this wrapping paper. It's like, bong.
Whenever we were acting retarded, excuse my language, but whenever we were acting retarded and Steven would pick up that wrapping paper, you know you're about to get beat. So, yeah, there's that.
Okay, so now we're at the portion like right here is like the line where I left Go Ministries and he was still in it. Like here's our graduation picture.
Yep.
Oh, that's dope. And then that's where I started work. And there's you just chilling there on your guitar.
Dude, this day, okay.
Oh, it was so weird.
This was so awkward. Okay, so this is me. We're kind of recreating the Hello Hurricane picture, but it's me and Sean. We're at Sonic. Okay, and the intern girls randomly show up.
There's like 8 of them.
And they randomly, out of all places, they park 2 spaces down. So they're very close to us. And me and Sean are like, what the heck? And so, you can kind of tell that they were like trying to get our attention because they're being loud and obnoxious.
They're like, wow, you said that about him?
And they're like saying stuff, like kind of like looking at us to see what they're like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. It just get really awkward. And then we kind of use that moment to like, hey, come over here, take a picture of us. So that's what that picture is.
I said, you remember what I said? I was trying to get one of the girls' attention. I'll leave her name anonymous. But
Call her Frank.
Let's call her Frank. Or what's that? Remember Meadow Lake?
Meadow Lake. Yeah.
Remember what's the her name is Frances. Okay, let's call her Frances.
Yeah, Frances.
What
That's
Frances gonna do?
That's Kurt Cobain's daughter.
Yes.
Frances Bean. I think it's Bean.
So Frances
Cobain.
Like she's sitting over there and she's actually like cool. Like she does not care about us at all. So we're like, hey, Frances, can you come over here, please? And then one of the other girls is like, well, no, she didn't want to talk. Like, she doesn't like, or like, she's like, oh, we're not talking to you. And then that's why I was like, yeah, that's why I'm talking to Frances. Frances, can you come here? It got so awkward. I'm like, hey,
totally
Frances.
shut her down. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. It was brutal.
Oh my God. And then she took the picture for us. And I was like,
thanks, Frances. I don't even remember who Frances was, but hey, it's okay.
Frank, man himself. The great pumpkin. For Phobia.
This is fun. This is fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so Phobia is a kind of a Christian haunted house that our church does, our youth group does. And the first year that we did it, Sean was my demon, and I was a depressed kid who was trying to commit suicide. And Sean was my demon, basically telling me to do it. So
it was rough that night after we were done. It was rough because it's so draining, but it was really cool because we got to minister to kids afterwards.
I think the best part was Sean would get if you know youth, they're kind of going to laugh at that kind of thing. So I think it's funny. And so Sean would kind of get in their face. Oh, you think this is funny? You're just insecure. Or like you would call them out. It was. I
would call them out. I would not give them any slack. Like, because I'm supposed to. Because they said you're just talking to him. Now if you're watching a movie theater, like if you're in a movie, like and you see the characters on screen, you're like, oh, that's funny. You can say whatever, and they're not going to react. But since I'm right there, and they're like laughing, you're like, oh man, look at you, and I'm like, oh, let's not just make this about me. I'm just going to throw it right back. So I just threw it right back at him. I was like, you guys think this is funny? You're no better than him. And I'm like, and they're like, what? Because I was supposed to attack him. So I flipped it and I'm like, oh, you guys are going to laugh at him? Like, because in the story, he was depressed.
I was depressed and like suicidal, and I put like a noose around my neck.
So like they're laughing at it. They think it's funny. So I'm like, oh, okay, all right, let's see how funny this is now. So I flipped it back at him, and I was like, I wasn't attacking him. I directed all my energy at them, and they were like, what? And I got like this. I got this close to one of their faces because I couldn't cross the line. And one of the kids that was laughing, like, "Hey man, don't cross the line. Please don't cross the line." Because there was a tape on the ground that they weren't supposed to go across. And oh my gosh, it was rough.
You're not so tough now, huh? You're not so tough now, huh?
Yeah, this is a part of the story where I was like, or in like the book where I was traveling a whole bunch.
Yeah, he would travel for work.
Like I went to like South Dakota.
There was a good chunk where we didn't see Sean for months because he was always gone.
Like it was when I was in Florida, New Orleans.
And shout out to Serena for like doing that with Sean. Like that's awesome.
It was
Jeff Polk's batch party.
Oh,
come on now.
That was. Oh my gosh. Do you want to say about that? Do you want to say it or no?
Say about what?
About the game.
The game. Oh my gosh.
There's a game.
We have to. Okay, so there's a game called Stir the Pot. It is made by the company who made What Do You Mean? This game is brutal.
It's rough.
So there's some cards. Basically, you're calling people out. So there's some cards. Basically, it's like name the person in here that is the funniest. Name the person in here who's the best cook. Like, oh, Sean's the best cook or whatever. And then there's cards that are so brutal.
Like they're very honest. Like who's the one that's like the most fake in the room?
Yeah, like who's the worst friend?
And how the game works is like say for instance, it's me and Brandon's turn. I have to pick. So like me and Brandon are both discussing it.
Yeah.
And we discuss it, and then after we discuss it, we have to flip a coin that says say or don't say.
Yeah.
And if you had to say what it was.
Like you had to.
No ifs, ands, or buts. You had to. And they were rough, man.
Brutal. We'll just say this. We won't be specific what was said, but we'll say this. There was a conversation that happened the next morning that we had to check in to make sure that there was no like offense because it got bad. Like
it was like, hey, it was like, hey, checking in with everybody. Are we all good from last night? Was last night too much? Some guys were like, yeah, it was a little too much.
Man, like I kind of want to play that game again. We should play it on here.
Oh, God.
Stir the pot on here. I'll play it by myself and I'll just call people out. Just kidding. That's terrible. Washington, D.C.
This is when I was like, this whole like section is when I was in Washington,
Tell them about the Holocaust Museum.
Dude, it broke my heart, man. Like, because, gosh, dude, like going through there, because I know a lot about it. But after a while, you're just in there, like it's just like sad. It gets worse, dude. You're like, oh my gosh, I really don't want to, like, I don't want to be in here. Mm-hmm. But it's important to learn history. It's always important to learn history so it doesn't repeat itself.
I can't believe there's people who don't believe that it happened.
Yeah, there's people 100% like, yeah, no, it didn't happen.
That's insane to me. Like Holocaust it's fake. It was all staged.
I was like,
what?
It's like, okay, cool. That's
whatever. Pointless argument.
When I was at this one, I was at the art museum. This remember the food court or like the Irish pub that I went to. So I was hungry and I was like, man, I just want to look around. So I found this Irish restaurant, but all restaurants, because I've been to Ireland, all restaurants are bars. Like every single one, everyone has a bar in it. So God. I went in there and I was like, hey, can I just get like a pretzel and like some Coke? And they're like, yeah, sure. So after I eat that, they had karaoke that night. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. And I'm by myself, mind you. I'm just walking around DC. And I get there and they're like, all right, we got to do a song. And Serena loves it when I sing karaoke. And I did Tennessee Whiskey. And one of the guys was like, dude, you did so good, man. Can I buy you a shot? And I'm like, I don't drink. And he's like, oh, can I get you water or something? And then he gets me like this like tea kettle. He says, all right, a round of what you want, man? Tea. Let me get a round of green tea. And the bartender brings out like this tea kettle and like this little tea thing, and you pour it in. It's very weird.
Dang.
And he's asking me, like, he's plastered, and he's asking me, he's like, so you're from Louisiana, so your experience growing up in the hood is like it's more real.
Crocodiles and stuff. What?
I was like, I didn't grow up in the hood, but I was like, it's a mindset. It's a mindset, because he's plastered. I could say anything. And I was like, dude, it's a mindset. And he's like, man, you right.
Dude, one of my favorite stories regarding Irish is when me and Sean got Irish cream coffee.
Oh gosh.
Okay, here's what happened. Okay, so me and Sean, this was after an invasion. We didn't see each other for like maybe a week or 2 weeks, something like that. And so we were like, you know what? That is a yikes.
Oh,
Okay.
we got.
Anyways, this was up in my face. Anyways, so we went to another Broken Egg, and on the back, a seasonal drink that they have is Irish cream coffee. Me and Sean were under the impression that it was like Irish cream flavored,
Because they have that. They have that, like, Coffee Mate. If you look up Irish cream, that's a thing.
Even like at Starbucks, I think they have something like that. And so I was like, oh, that's cool. And then Sean ordered it. So you know what? I'm going to try it with him. And so we get it. And we take one big sip, and it just goes right to the nostrils.
Like, ooh, that's
We're just like, ooh, what is that?
That's really spicy. I don't know what kind of cream this is. Like, is that what I think it is?
And then we take another sip.
And I'm like, this out. Like, we took a big sip.
we
went.
We're like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with that? And then we're like, wait, this is alcohol.
It's Bailey's. They put Bailey's cream liqueur in it. I don't know why we didn't think, because we were innocent. We weren't thinking that. But the worst part about it is our waiter comes back up to us, and she says, oh, how's everything? How's the Irish coffee? Ma'am, we're underage.
And she's like, oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I apologize. Takes it. And she, like, for some reason, my brain was thinking that she was going to give us like a free meal or something like that. No.
She charges for the Irish cream too. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, are you kidding?
dude, that was
me?
so bad because he was 20, I was 19, and so it's like, dude. But I was kind of thankful that I passed for a 21-year-old. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, we both passed.
But hey, dude, that was, oh my gosh,
How are we on?
it's terrible. We got a few more minutes.
Okay, let's.
Got a few more minutes.
That's when we were Brandon.
That was his party.
we had a birthday party at my house.
For Sean, it was fun.
It was a lot of fun. What else? Oh,
Dang, son.
that's brutal. What else? Oh, the Blue Angels. That was awesome.
That's cool. That's like perfect timed pick.
Literally, I tried to get that. I was working on that picture for like an hour straight. I was when I'm down in Dilley. That's when we were at the beach and.
I think it's funny. So I realized this too, where whenever you're single, a lot of your pictures are like the boys, and when you start talking about a girl, like a lot of your pictures are of the girl. And so I think it's just funny. Like the first one didn't have a lot of Serena, but Serena's in these a lot.
She's in a primarily a majority of these.
I think it's really cute. Oh, there's my wedding. Oh snap!
I gotta show this picture.
Yeah,
This is
the best day of my life.
Look at that.
Look at that. I hope it focuses, but that's me. That's us right there, the Windsors.
That's so. Oh yeah, dude. We got like one of me and Brandon.
Oh yeah, just chilling.
Come on out. Oh, look at that.
Oh my goodness.
It's these are so many cool memories, dude. Like that's why I love Polaroids, because Polaroids, like, they get like a.
And they all have a story.
Every single one, like any one of these, I could go through and say, "Oh, this is what was happening here." Like with all my phone. Now, of course, if I got on my phone, I could tell you all the things that happened. But like, you know, having a picture is different.
And that's why I'm going to take one right now.
Oh, mid pod.
Towards the end.
This is the one of them at the table.
Okay. I'm going to go set up the camera. Be right back.
All right, cool.
Sean, you can keep on talking.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got now. That's Brandon. Okay, so funny story about this one. Brandon came over. He was doing a sleepover at my house, and he found this picture of Jesus because it was because it's like a really cool thing. Historical pictures of Jesus, they aren't like 100% accurate.
They're so ugly.
But I like them because like I was like, what the heck was the artist thinking? Like in this moment of like, all right, why am I doing this? And sometimes when you learn about like what he was thinking, it's actually pretty cool. Like this one, he found this picture that I got in DC of Jesus's like all the historical paintings of Jesus, and he's like laughing. He's pointing at it. He's just laughing so hard. I was like, dude, this is cool. And he's like, what the heck is this?
Does this light mean 10 seconds?
Yes. So like you press it. So now whenever you press the red button, it should.
Okay.
Yeah, it should.
All right. I'm gonna position this.
Oh gosh! Oh, we got my bachelor party next. Oh frick! We got to go over that really quick.
Okay.
It's towards the end.
Here we go.
Ready?
3, 2.
10 seconds. All right, ready?
Cheese. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
For the books.
And then also we have the we have my bachelor party because we had his bachelor party. Then we have mine. I'm shotgunning 2 Dr. Peppers, and they're all holding like random things like
Holding mustard.
Like he's holding mustard.
mustard.
Reagan's holding just buns. This one we're not going to show on the podcast.
Yeah,
but it is
He's on his toilet.
Yeah, we're all
reading the Bible together.
We're all reading the Bible in Reagan's bathroom on the toilet. It was me, Brandon, my brother-in-law Thomas, Justin, and Reagan. We're at like, oh dude, okay, really quick. Whenever we were at the
snowball place?
The snowball place,
Yeah.
they said that, hey, you have to have a party of like 10 or more people, and it's like $125 for an hour to play.
Yeah, it's like a Nerf place. So
Yeah.
think about like paintball or BB guns, but it's Nerf. It was really sweet.
It's like the size of like 3 bedrooms all put together with like obstacles everywhere. And we were honest. We're like, hey, look, it's my bachelor party. Like, is there anything scheduled? They're like, you know what?
You just going for free.
You can just go in for free.
We're like, what? They blasted the music for us.
Dude, it was awesome.
So fun.
I was like, man, this is like, and like we took a picture of all of us like we're in a
gang.
Like literally like we're in a gang.
The gang.
And then yeah, we did that. And for a bachelor party we came back here and we hung out. It was so cool.
Sean's wedding.
Then we had my wedding. This is a cool one. This is me and all the groomsmen.
Who took the I do?
I do.
Yeah, who did that?
Megan did. Shout out Megan.
Nice.
Megan, because I told her here. This is actually my favorite one. It's I do. Me and Serena kissing mid aisle.
Gross.
I asked Megan. I was like, Megan, I trust you.
She's a photographer.
Yeah, I trust you. Take all. Here's 2 packs of Polaroids. Take these wherever you see fit throughout the whole night. She gave them all to me, and I like this whole like last section is just filled with like.
They're all of Elijah, her boyfriend or her fiance now, but that would have been so funny.
He's just standing there.
It's a Tynan wedding.
And then the last thing is like all of our weddings. Like
Okay.
yeah.
So I have one more picture in there. I'm going to give one to you and one for me. So I'm going to reset that, and we'll take one more picture, and then we'll close. Okay, I'll be right back. Sean, just tell a story.
All right. So, okay, story time. Actually, at our wedding, one of the things is we got to write our own vows. And it was really cool because before I was able to actually like write them down, I was so nervous. I was like, man, I really want to make this good. So like I asked God, I was like, God, I need your help to like write my vows because I'm having a struggle. So I prayed for like 30 minutes straight. I just locked myself in my room, and then for like an hour, I just sat there in my room.
Okay, here we go.
Well, sweet. I sat there in my room, and then I wrote down like some like the best. Oh no, it readjusted. Oh no. But it was really awesome, and I love it. It was amazing.
Cheese. All right, cool.
Sweet. Yeah, and it was really awesome. Our vows were probably like one of my favorite things of the wedding.
All right, we have 30 seconds before.
Oh shoot! Really? Okay.
30 seconds before the video closes. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Sip&Awe Part 3 with my friend Sean Tynan. Sean, you're my best friend, and I love you.
You're my best friend.
You're the best. Hug time. Hug time. Stop. Okay.
yeah, sorry.
Turn the camera off.
Okay.
Okay. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. By this time, I think it's like New Year's that this is going to air. So, Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Happy 2024. I could be butchering it. I don't know. But, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for this love and support that you have given Sip&Awe. Amazing things are coming to Sip&Awe. So many guests. And I just love that I get to do this with y'all. Sean, thank you so much for driving all the way to my house to do this.
Heck yeah.
And guys, have an amazing week. Have an amazing day. We will see you guys next week here on Sip&Awe.